Right now, so we can edit it later. I think I'll probably get it from like
right there.
Here. And I'll be over here. Actually, I want my gloves. Now I'm going to show you all how it's done. This is how we fillet stripers. Quick way, right? Or the not so quick way. Alright, this is the remnants of our haul from last night. I think we did about 27, I think that was 25 stripers and a couple walleye from here at Lake Powell. So I just cut a quick slice right behind the gill there. Get the knife right on the edge of the ribs, or the backbone I guess it would be. And cut straight down along that backbone till I get about halfway down the fish, and then I poke it all the way through, bring it down, and out the tail. And then just kind of fillet that back off the top of the ribs there. There's not really a lot of good meat on the ribs, it's pretty skinny. That fin there. If I can. Avoid the ribs as best you can. Then you got this nice fillet left over. This is actually a pretty skinny fish, so he didn't got a lot of meat on him. Next step, gonna hook that in there in that little clipboard. Fillet that chunk of meat right off the skin. These stripers have this line of red meat. It's just not too good eating. You want to get rid of that when you're filleting these out. So we just make a nice slice, cut these, this fillet into two pieces essentially. So you got one nice big piece, rinse it off a little bit, and one little bit more of a chicken nugget size piece here. Leaves you with. And that's one half the fish. I'll throw that in our garbage bucket. Goes in the garbage bucket. And we do side number 2. We're here at Lake Powell and it's early February. Granted, it is a lot warmer than it is back home, where when we left it was 20 below in Idaho. But it's still rather nippy here. It's been about probably mid-teens last night, maybe up into the low 20s. And then today it's warmed up into the balmy mid to high 30s to low 40s. Still pretty cold and chilly in the shade like we are here. But it's actually a rather nice break from Idaho, where it's quite a bit colder right now. But once you get the hang of it on these stripers, you can fillet out, 100 fish in an hour or two, and you got yourself a good makings for a fish fry. Our neighbors just 3 boats down last night and this morning, between, what they have, maybe 3 or 4 guys. I think they did some 150 plus fish. They know how to do it a little better than we do, but you can have days out here on Lake Powell that you can just knock these stripers dead. And they want you to keep as many of them as you can catch, because they overpopulate really easy. And so no need to feel bad about keeping or eating your fill of these stripers out here at Lake Powell. It's actually pretty decent bass fishing in the springtime, and you can catch walleye, like I mentioned. You can catch smallmouth, largemouth, bluegill, crappie. We catch crappie here as big as a dinner plate. I mean, just beautiful crappie out of this lake. In the northern parts of the lake, you can even catch rainbow trout. It's just really a neat place to come and catch such a variety of fish. Catfish, carp, there's just so many different kinds of fish you can catch in here. Makes it a real good time. My favorite time to come up is, you know, in April when it's a little bit warmer. It's still cold back home. We come up here and it's a real nice break to be able to come and enjoy 65, 70 degree weather. Where back home it's probably still in the 40s. But that's filleting a striper, striped bass. You can see we got this walleye. Not a real monster, but that's a nice fish to get some nice fillets off that walleye. And this is about the average size striper we've been catching, about 19, 20 inches. We do got a couple though. One of them, I think we already filleted the big one out. This one's about 22. We had a 24 inch, about 3-4 pounds. And again, our neighbors, a little bit better fishermen than we are, they had a nice 6-pounder from this morning. So a lot of good fun catching these stripers. I'll be showing you in just a little bit the rigging and whatnot that we use when we're fishing. The setup, we're just fishing right off the edge of the boats here, at least here in the winter time when we're not taking the boats out. So anyways, that's how it is.
There you go. Got it.